first of all, I think the reason why a lot of players have not been coming out with their ideologies, doesn't matter which side you're on, it hasn't been like, I don't feel like it has been safe, at least for me. Last year, I think we were threatened to be disqualified if we don't agree with the ideology.
Okay. Who was that? Who?
Well, I think there was this like statement that if you, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but
through the Disc Golf Pro Tour or PDJ, like someone like a establishment came out and said something along the lines of
Disc Golf Pro Tour.
Okay.
So it didn't feel really, maybe I misinterpreted. I don't know, but I feel like you could only stand on one side of the matter.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I think like I accept everybody as they come. Doesn't matter what is your like sexuality, preferences, how do you want to dress up, what religion you have, what skin color you have. I don't care. I think like I judge a person by their character, not their ideologies. That being said, I think in sports, to me, it's obvious why there are two divisions. To me, it's obvious. I don't know. For some people, I think it's not obvious. I don't know. But I don't know if you guys can tell me one discipline where women have a better world record than the men. Is there like...
See, I like certain sports, the ones that kind of jump out to me, or there's only a handful, but I'm blanking on a few. The one that I always thought like where women might have an advantage would be like gymnastics. But then I've also heard from gymnastics, like people that do gymnastics have like, no, if the men did the women's gymnastic like discipline, they would do it better. I don't know, but that does seem like there may be some events that are specific for them.
Well, yeah, I don't know like the specifics, but if I think
but if
of
you look
like
at swimming, weightlifting, running.
I heard running, there could be a world record that is held by a woman, I think. Like on
what event?
I don't know. I think I just saw it somewhere.
I mean, marathon time, 5K.
Yeah, it was like a long distance.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
Well, I agree that like if you compare men's like top athletes and women's top athletes, I think women hit the ceiling earlier. I mean, we are designed differently. I feel like women are designed to do their thing and men designed to do other things.
Yeah.
And I mean, just I think women should be in their own category, and I think biological women should have their own category. And that's my opinion, and I respect that people have other opinions, but like this is just in sports. I feel like, and in life, as I said, it doesn't matter who you are. I want everybody to succeed, and most of all, I want everybody to be happy. But to be happy, I feel like you have to look inward. You cannot be put that weight on someone else's shoulders. So I cannot expect you guys to make me happy. I have to make myself happy. And when I make myself happy, then happiness comes all around. So, but if I always constantly like look outwards and rely on other people to do stuff for me, and then put my happiness dependent on that, I think this is like, it's already set up for failure. And it's, I mean, it's just, mostly it's just heartbreaking to me because I see that the FBO division is kind of like divided in that sense. And I feel like I want us to do like, I want us all to be one like happy community so that we can be comfortable on the course with each other.
Do you feel like that this year has been different than years past with like kind of people being like, you believe your name was on that thing and my name wasn't, and so there's a little bit of a division?
There were some people who were like specifically trying to figure out the names of the persons who like signed the document. And I haven't been really, this is the first time I'm speaking about this.
Yeah. And hey, I want to give you props because obviously it is something, like I said, like a lot of people just aren't even willing to have the discussion. And I think that's a big problem. If you have an issue and both sides are scared to talk about the issue, how the heck are you even supposed to solve the issue if no one's deciding to talk about it?
Yes, our purpose should be finding common ground. That's what I feel like. And I think we have to be honest with each other. Doesn't matter which side you're on or what your beliefs are, but I want us all to be happy and be able to play disc golf in fair conditions, and just to like respect each other and our views. So yeah, this has been a little bit heartbreaking for me. And after signing the document, obviously some people found out that my name was there. And I saw some comments that Kristin's discs should be thrown into the water, and like really nasty stuff. And I've never said anything like this to anybody. And I don't think anybody deserves to have these comments said to them.
My biggest thing, if we're creating divisions, if we have men's and women's, if we have under 15, if we have masters where you have to be over a certain age, we're creating these divisions for a reason. And why is that reason? To me, the obvious answer is we're creating a division for people to be competitive in those divisions. And I guess to just ask a question to you, just to kind of get your idea, because this was also something I was asked, like Serena Williams, when she was at her peak in tennis, they asked her like, hey, where would you, if you played against the men, where would you rank? And she like was like, oh, I'm a couple hundred in the world, right? She kind of was just like somewhere in there. We had Paige on here. We talked about this too, about where there is something to be said about people that are willing to put, what maybe some would consider like crazy ideas of where I can do this. I think that's how we achieve something. Like the first person to ever break the 4-minute mile, if that person told someone like, I'm going to run faster in 4 minutes in this mile, people would be like, you're insane. No one's ever done that before. But it kind of takes someone to do that. Do you want to kind of, hypothetically, if you were playing on the MPO side on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, do you want to hypothetically guess where you would finish? Because there has been a lot of people online kind of throwing their ideas out. Do you have any guess of where you would if you were playing DDO this week, let's say, on the MPO side?
I think it's absolutely delusional to think that I would cash in MPO playing on Pro Tour. Yeah, we can maybe go on a short putter course and maybe test our skills there, because I think there the odds are a little bit better if it's just like approach shots and maybe putting. But on the Pro Tour, I would not cash. I don't think so. Like, I think my placement would be in 3 digits. I would assume. And to be honest, I don't want to be like beating men. I love the idea that there are stronger people in the world who can actually like protect me and be better than me. So I'm not bothered by this idea or obsessed about like beating men. I don't know. I don't even think about it because, I'm a woman and I do like, I think I have success in my own division, but if we didn't have FBO division, there would be no Kristin Tattar coming from Estonia.
If we were all playing together.
Yes, no, I would.
One division.
I would not have this career. And I'm so thankful that we have this division. And it has just opened so many doors for me. And I'm so grateful to that. And yeah, that's my thought.
I've always thought the FPO side, the way I view it is like the FPO side is a lot more relatable to the people watching, because the distances that you guys throw, the whole length, are relatable distances, and the holes and layouts are relatable to maybe the people playing at their local course, whatever. And they're saying like, holy cow, like Kristin just doesn't miss circle 1 putts. Oh my gosh, Kristin's just lacing all these lines. And then on the MPO side, when you've got like Eagle out there, when you got AB, when you got Paul, when you got Simon, all these people throwing these ridiculous shots, it's more looking at stuff of like, I can never achieve that. They're doing things that are unachievable for me, where I can, if I'm a amateur, let's say I'm like a 900 rated player, I can watch you play and probably take a lot of notes and be like, oh my gosh, her course management is so smart there. Like she decided to lay up that, shot instead of run it and saved her a stroke. Maybe I can start doing that. To me, like that's a super valuable piece on the FPO side. Do you guys kind of think the same way?
100%.
I definitely do. But the one thing that I also like, just listening to a few of your answers, even with your course preparation, the way you handle situations, the one thing that I do feel like is very relatable with the two divisions is the mental side of the game, and that is something that you 100% are better than a lot of the best players in the world.
Really good.
MPO. You know what I mean? That is something that everybody can strive for, to have that good, solid mental game, which I know you have just with like the answers of, even with, what we're talking about with the Champions Cup and that unfortunate situations, the way, just listening to you and the way that you handle that situation, to be like, no, I put that on myself. That was unfortunate for the things that I did, and I learned from it. And then winning the tournament the next year, obviously you did. Like, that's not like something that, that's a generic answer sometimes for a lot of people. And so I feel like that is something that everybody can strive for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just shared this quote on my Instagram that like, what you think did not work out for you, in fact, worked out for you. So just accept life as it comes.
Always try to find the positive.
Yeah. Look inward. What you can do, you always have a choice. Even if it seems like you don't have a choice, you always have a choice.
Love that.